Good morning, folks. Well, it's morning for me at least. And you'll notice there's actually no sun out right now, and that's because it's 4:50 currently. And today we're doing something special, something that only happens once every 2 years. That's right, Rantoul, Illinois, here we come. Welcome to Rantoul. Prepare to walk about 10 miles today.
I'm not the best with interviews.
I love America. Half-Century Progress is definitely the highlight of my summer so far. With the awesome people, awesome equipment, it's just a good time. You hear that sound? The sound of a two-cylinder. Coming up here, we've got an 830 John Deere diesel. Sounds like cannon fire right there. Anteater. Gonna hook a Wagner WA-17 to a 30-foot disc. I hear a very large Detroit diesel. Wonder what it could be. Zero-turn combine. This is the coolest place ever. There's all sorts of famous people here. The sound coming from this thing is totally awesome. It's so cool. Here's Big Tractor Power himself running his Steiger and a disc. The plowing demonstrations here are really neat. Something a lot of folks don't talk about here is the field cultivating and the disking that goes on to get all the plowing demonstrations ready. Some of this stuff is almost as cool as the plowing demonstrations. Almost. That right there is a sweet song of the 310T. Music to my ears. How would you like to be a farmer on the high plains of central Kansas and see one of these steam engines roll by while you're out there with a horse and a one-bottom plow? Be a culture shock for sure. That 1482 is for sale. Chris, you should buy it.
I'm good. 770 does it right.
We have survived a day at Rantoul. Right, Chris?
Right.
We met some really cool people today and got to see some really cool tractors. So what more could a guy really want? Now for the 4-ish hour drive home. We are most of the way home now after a 3.5 hour drive and a stop at Buffalo Wild Wings. Of course, can't skip Buffalo Wild Wings. But today was a great day. Made it home at long last. Today I got to meet a couple of different viewers at Half Century Progress. One of them was Quade. So, what's up, Quade? Wish I could have stayed for 2, maybe 3 days just to meet everyone. But college and whatever. I've been up since 4 o'clock-ish this morning, so I think I'm done for today. My grandpa's been on vacation in Ukraine, and last night he actually sent me some video of crops and a John Deere dealer that are in Ukraine. And so I thought, why not put that at the end of the video? If you stayed this long, you're a real one, and you have earned the right to see Bill Goldinger's trip to Ukraine. Here it is. And thank you, Grandpa, for taking that video. That was very awesome, and I wasn't expecting it.
This is my friend and guide, Svidazar.
Yeah, we are at the cornfield here, close to this Vitachev, old Kiev and Rus. Pretty cool countryside. So we're gonna be driving to Odessa pretty soon, in a couple days.
Yes.
And we'll do kind of more of this rural stuff along the way. We will like it.
Yes, sounds very good. Thank you, Svidazar.
Thank you, sir, for coming back.
Here I am in the middle of a big soybean field with sunflowers growing on that side. Man, it's a long ways across there. And sunflowers growing over there too. Interesting. It looks like these beans have just been scattered. They're not planted in kind of a row. Not potted too bad, as we can see from this. They look pretty good, actually. See more sunflowers growing in here than we do soybeans. Seem like they're in a sunflower corn rotation. Fields of sunflowers. Big fields of sunflowers. Sunflowers and cornfield there in the background. Here's another stop at a wheat field here in the central part of Ukraine. A lot of straw bales. I like the way they plow a strip around the fields, I guess to keep maybe a fire in case someone throws out a cigarette here. Keeps the field from catching on fire. Very good idea, as a matter of fact. Yep, I would say that's an excellent ear of corn by anyone's standards. Well, here I am back in another Ukrainian cornfield. On the other side is sunflowers. The main thing that grow seems to be sunflowers and corn. Some soybeans, but after I talked to some people, they say that sunflowers are a little more profitable than soybeans. Stripped off a couple of ears just to show they look like mighty fine ears, equivalent to anything we would see at home. It looks to me like. So I would say they're in for a pretty good crop here in Ukraine. Real nice ears. Very impressive looking dealership here. Look at these paver stones here, side to sticker. Very, very nice place. Nice brand new silage cutter here. Say the manager told me all these, everything out here has already been sold. Here's something I noticed: their tractors don't have the quick hitch like we use. Line up of brand new tractors. The salesman says everything here is already sold. Just like in the US, you have to order everything about a year in advance. Well, I'll have to admit they got a very impressive looking dealership right here. Talking to the salesman here, it sounds like the problems getting equipment here are the same as they are in the States. Yeah, I really don't know what this thing is. It's some kind of a planter. I'm not sure what it's for. Well, here's where all of our new tractors went. Oh, this planter is made in Sweden. Looks like kind of a one pass does all. A little tillage and air seeder attachment on the back end. One thing they use a lot of here yet in Ukraine is plows. Just talked to the manager up there. He said no-till is actually only about 1% here in Ukraine, while vertical tillage is taking great leaps. Said they still use a lot of plows, so they use these rollover plows. Well, here's their used tractor and one New Holland combine in there. And nice decorations out here. Our side instructor's got a long ways to go to catch up to these people.
No problem.
Are you the manager?
Yep. Jupiter 9, Kiev, Ukraine.
You're the manager of this John Deere dealership, and here's their number one salesman, I guess the big Ron.
Big Roman.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your time. It's been
Thank you for visiting us.
Very interesting to see what you have here.
Goodbye, puppy. Right now, Justin is out clearing trees with our John Deere 300 track hoe, so I'm gonna just swing in and grab a minute or two of video from that. I know farmers catch some crap for supposedly hating trees. However, this used to be a nice grass waterway. There didn't used to be any trees in here. We're simply making things right again. This is a waterway. Trees don't belong in the waterway. Trees belong in the timber. All these trees have impeded the flow of water, making all the ground outside of the waterway very wet. And it's just not how it's supposed to be. So we're gonna fix it. And by we, I mean Grandpa and Justin, because I don't know how to run a track hoe. Isn't technology and machinery amazing? Off to our right here is what looks to be a field of beans. What's special about those beans is that they were planted on like the last day of July, so July 31st. Here in Marion County, we have a very unique scenario where we have beans planted at an extreme early date, that being March 7th, and beans at an extremely late date, which are on July 31st. It'll be interesting to see what the July beans make, but the March beans I think are going to be pretty good. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, subscribe, like the video if you will. Most importantly, come back and see the next one. So I will see you guys later.